The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Whether you're new to sales or a lifetime veteran, the Blackbelt Sales Podcast will sharpen your sword and guide you to master the art of sales. And now, here's your host, the ninja himself, Gene Slade.
What's up, ninjas, future ninjas? Good to see you today. I'm sorry about the sunglasses today, but as you can see, it's bright and sunny in Florida, and it's a necessity, unfortunately, if I'm going to do this outside. I had that LASIK surgery, Lyle. Have you ever had that?
I did, yes.
It makes your eyes really sensitive, doesn't it? It makes them really sensitive, but I've got eagle eyes now, man. I can see the tips of the branches or the leaves and palm fronds up here.
They keep getting better as well. I had it a few years ago, and it was life changing. So, when did you have it?
I had it probably back in 2003. I was one of the first, in Michigan. There was a big doctor there, and in Canada, and we had it, and I was afraid that I was never going to be able to have it again, but as it turns out, it looks like you can have it a second time, and the technology has gotten further along. So I've got the name and phone number of a doctor from one of my one of my clients, and it's like $30,000, I guess, to have it the second time and to have it done right. But God, is it worth it? I mean, being able to see is just incredible.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Lyle is, for those of you that don't know, Lyle is the owner of Systemized Media, which is a marketing company. And do you specifically work with HVAC contractors, Lyle?
Mostly, yes. I would say 95% of our clients are in the heating and air conditioning space, and then we also have some clients in other home service spaces as well.
Now, I met Lyle probably, about 2 years ago, right? You had just moved into the new facility?
Yeah.
And guys, when I showed up, this company was probably doing almost $3 million a year or so, but they had this facility that you could operate like $40 million out of it. And I was like, what are these guys thinking buying this company, this huge building and everything? And then I started to watch what was happening, and you absolutely have crushed it. Absolutely crushed it. So I didn't come with a lot of questions for you other than, how does a person go from 0 to $30 million in sales in less than 3 years? How does that happen?
Yeah, great question. So just a little background story of me. So I started actually way back in the day was a technician, and was always fascinated about marketing and technology. So I studied marketing, watched a bunch of videos on it, and actually ended up started my career in affiliate marketing. And then I met someone who was paying a agency, I think a couple $1,000 a month, to do marketing for them, and they weren't getting any results. So I said, tell you what, let me do it for you for free. I'll just, I can get better results than this other agency was. So that was my first client. And fast forward a couple months in, they started paying me because we were getting them sales. And after that, I got another client, and then a couple clients after that. I was referred a heating and air conditioning company. Well, I'm familiar with the trades because I've worked in the trades. So we started doing work for that client, and then fast forward, decided to really niche in home services and specifically heating and air conditioning. So we rebranded from Horst Marketing to Systemized Media a few years in, and have grown to where we've worked with hundreds of clients in the space now. So getting them leads. And I kind of had in the back of my head, someday I want to start a heating and air conditioning company. And so I was kind of saving my local area. I wasn't necessarily trying to get any clients in the area because we're going to start a company here someday. And then I had Sam reach out to me, Sam Matzik, who founded Topline Heating and Air. And he sent me a message on Facebook, said, hey, man, I seen one of your ads. I see you're local. We have mutual friends, which is crazy, but I'm starting a heating and air company, and want to hire you guys to do the marketing for it. So I was on vacation at the time in Florida because my wife and I usually go there every year. And I said, hey, let's meet up when we get back. He was just starting out, so I didn't know if he would even be a good fit for marketing.
Right.
And well, he signed up right away. And 2 months in, I think the first month he did 30,000 in sales, and the second month he did 60,000. And then about month 3, we met up and decided to actually partner. So we decided to partner in the business and grow it from there. So Sam and I partnered, and then a couple months later we were doing 150 grand a month. So it was just him, and he had his dad helping him do installs when we partnered. And I think that the night we partnered, we were interviewing people, and we had a couple days later, we hired our first technician, our first sales rep, our first CSR, all within a week. And we redid the branding. We knew that we needed to stand out in our market, and everyone in our market is super conservative, white vans. So we wanted something that was different. We wanted a mascot. And one thing that we wanted to do, we wanted to build a company that cared about the team members and also cared about the customer. So we chose the teddy bear because it represents a company that cares. So we branded all our vans and everything from day one, and we look like a multi-million-dollar company when it was just 3, 4, 5 people. So from there, we took a lot of testimonial videos from customers early on, from team members, and we ran these on social media, and everyone was seeing them 5, 6 times because we were retargeting them. We really grew most of our business with Facebook. So most HVAC,
That was what I was going to ask.
Yeah. So most HVAC businesses grow their business with service techs converting some service calls into sales appointments. What we did differently than I think most in the industry is we basically took like the model of a windows and doors company, or there's other companies in different home service industries that are kind of doing this model, but we took comfort advisors and install crews, and we drew out our org chart, and we just drew circles on the whiteboard to start. We said, okay, so if we have one sales rep or one comfort advisor, they should be able to fill one install crew. And if we have one CSR, they should be able to book leads for 2 or 3 sales reps. So we just started drawing circles. And first year we said, hey, we want to do, actually in the first 12 months, the first rolling 12 months, I believe we did a little over 2 million, might've been 2.5 million. But if you take the first year, which wasn't even a full year, it was somewhere around 1.5. The second fiscal year, we did. I would have to look back. So this was 2020. It gets a little fuzzy, but we grew from really starting out in 2020 until last year we did 11.6 million, and then this year we're pacing for in between 18 and 20. So, and then we did over 30 million.
Say that one more time.
This year we're pacing for in between 18 and 20.
Damn. And is this predominantly from your Facebook marketing?
So that's been our main marketing source. So we run a lot of campaigns for free estimates, and it's a combination of financing offers and offers for ductless mini split systems or higher efficiency heat pump systems. We really put a lot of campaigns out there focusing on a new type of higher efficiency system, and a customer can get a free estimate. They can save money on their utility bills. They can get a brand new system, and they can possibly even qualify for some credits, and all of that for just a low monthly payment or 0% interest, depending on the offer. So with no money down. So we really make it a no-brainer and affordable for the customer. So we market that, and then we also take testimonials and videos of our company and our brand to build trust in the community. So yeah, we've grown purely based off of Facebook, TikTok, social media ads. Now that we're getting to where we're at, trying to go to the next level, we're also investing in some traditional methods as well. But to get from 0 to 10, it's been purely just digital. And to get from 10 to 20, it's been like 80% digital. And we took the other 20% and put it into direct mail. And we're currently doing direct mail and billboards and radio and some other things as well. Not necessarily super successful at the traditional methods, but
Sure.
we're putting some money in there as well now.
Are you doing that because you feel like you've gotten to a point that, yeah, thank you for, it's the way that things are set up. We keep having you drift off the screen. Is the reason that you're going into the other and more traditional types of marketing, is that because you feel like you don't have much more bandwidth on social to play with?
So that's a great question. So what I've seen on social is we have the bigger the service market that you have, the better. And the more people you have, the lower cost you can buy impressions. Right now, I mean, we're hitting everyone in our market like 4 or 5 times a month. So we're hitting everyone super aggressive. And so we have 2 options. We could expand our market, or we could increase our output of new content that is being shown to the customers. So what I've seen is you take one ad and you show it to a customer maybe 1 or 2 times. If they like that ad and if they like the offer and it's something that they want, they may sign up for that estimate. If they don't, they won't. If they see that same ad again, it doesn't actually increase their chances of signing up if it's the same thing that they see. Now, if you show that same, so let's say I showed Gene an ad. If I show him the same ad again, it doesn't increase his chances of signing up for that particular thing. Now, if I show him a new ad, it increases the chances. And then the next time we show him another new ad, but it's a lot of work creating all these new pieces of content. So
Right.
the game becomes, at scale, it's a combination of new pieces of content that we're showing them. They all need to be attractive, and as well as the frequency that we're showing them things. So there's definitely, at our point, we either need to create a lot more content or expand our market, or maybe hit other mediums as well. And maybe that's just a limiting belief as well. I mean, there's not a lot of contractors that are doing what we're doing just on digital. I mean, we have some clients that are doing this as well. But, if you look at the massive, large amount of heating and air companies out there, most of them are growing more on traditional means, not on digital like we have.
Man, so if you were talking to a contractor, let's say they're $1.5 million contractor, they're still wearing all the different hats and everything, and they've been at it for 5-6 years, and they needed to generate leads using Facebook or social media. Is there any sort of guide that you have for them, or anything that if they reached out to you, you could send them that would help them? Is there any of that stuff available for what you do?
Yeah. So, I mean, I'll just give them really to start out. I mean, you can hire someone like us to do it, but even if you go and just create a video, you just pick up your phone and say, "Hey, I'm Bob from Bob's Heating and Air. We're here. We just put in this brand new system for a customer here. They had an old system that was falling apart that looked like this," and you could just cut in the video a little picture of the system. You can get a new system like this and save, up to $100 a month on your electric bill for only $83 a month. And right now we actually have an offer with one of our banks where we can get you no money down for a year. Just click the link below for a free estimate. So something like that. Another example of an ad is, hey, if you have, so one thing that worked really well in our market is a lot of our customers have boilers and old types of oil systems. Hey, if you have an old oil system, you can upgrade it with a high efficiency heat pump and qualify for tax credits and save money on your utilities. And we have offers starting at only, low monthly payment with whatever promotions you have right now. So it's really a no-brainer. Just reach out to us, schedule an estimate. We'll come out completely free and go over the different options with you. So that's just an example. Those are scripts. They can record a video. They could literally post that on Facebook and just boost it, and it will get them leads.
Now, would they be posting that on a reel or just a regular video? Is there some guidance there?
So reels work great. Story videos work great. Regular posts work great. If you have the right, we do a mixture of all of them, but if they have the right offer and the right content, all of them work. So starting out, don't overthink it. At the scale we're doing it, we have to be doing all of them because, in order to get the scale we want out of it. But starting out, the stories and the reels work great.
I've had clients that have done reels, guys, and they get to their 6th or 7th or 8th one, and it's been maybe 3 weeks, and they're in Home Depot, and there are people coming up to them going, "Hey, you're the AC guy. Hey, we really appreciate your videos and the content that you put out and helping to educate us." Like what Lyle is saying is phenomenal for contractors that need to generate more leads, and especially if you're a smaller company. Now, quick question, Lyle. Let's say that I do that. I'm a contractor. I go and shoot my first video, and it's acceptable, right? And by the way, guys, when you start shooting videos, they're going to suck, right? It's okay. By the 100th one, you won't suck as bad, but put it out there anyways. It's more important for people to see you than for you to be perfect, okay? Now, Lyle, let's say I'm going to go and boost that. You mentioned boosting it. Are there any guidelines for how much I should spend a day boosting that? Are there any guidelines for I shouldn't boost it and stop, kind of like some of the Google stuff out there? What's up with that?
Yeah. So what you'll see typically is when you launch a new campaign, if it's going to work great, you'll see it get results very quickly, and you'll see if the main objective is to get leads, you should be able to get leads in a couple of days or less. And if you're spending $50 to $100 a day to start. So what you'll see is it will work really well. And if it dies off over time, normally it's because you need to create a new video or maybe target a new group of people with that same video. So those are some general guidelines. And that's just using Facebook's simple like front end boosting platform. Now, as an agency, we do everything on their back end with their ads manager in their business manager. And we get a little bit more advanced with frequency settings and targeting settings, and we try to hit people multiple times to get a maximum result. But just keeping it super simple, looking at the basic of advertising. If you have a really good offer and it's extremely attractive, it's going to convert without going crazy on the back end stuff. Where you need to get a little bit more crazy on the back end stuff is when your offer or what you're putting out there is unattractive. So if I was to run an ad right now for a Lamborghini for $20,000, but it's brand new and it's a $350,000 car, there would be a million people that would want that and would say yes to that. And
Yeah.
so I'm not saying that you guys should discount big time. That's not the point. The point is, if what you're putting out there is attractive and it's something people want, just like Gene's background right now, it looks like you're in a nice sunny place with palm trees. It looks amazing. So, that's obviously more attractive than my office right now. But if you were to say, hey, you get to choose, you get to hang out in an office for a day, or you get to hang out on the beach with Gene Slade. Either way, you choose. Most people are going to say the beach. So
They're going to say, I want to go talk to Lyle Horst and figure out how to grow my HVAC company. I'll get the leads and then I'll call Gene.
Yeah.
I saw a question come up that was kind of a KPI question, and it was something like, what percentage or how much of your, there we go, how much of your revenue do you dedicate to advertising, and then where's the best place to invest it? That's a loaded question, right? I think that depending on the size of the company, like Lyle said, he's already given you some ways to invest it in Facebook, but what percentage, Lyle?
Yeah, great question. So I've heard a bunch of different things in the industry. And some people say 5%, some people say 10%, some people say more, some people say less. So it really, I would say whatever works for your business. What we've done is we've invested, we've drew out a budget of what we're going to spend and what we expect to do in revenue every single month. Project it for this year. We build that out last year. The year before we built one out for last year. And so we put marketing and advertising at about 10% of revenue, and that's worked well to fuel our growth. Some months we've spent less, some months when the demand was lower, we've spent more. So I want to be super transparent with that. And that investing has fueled our growth. And this year we've also seen great EBITDA as well with you know, getting to a volume play that we're at. So I've seen, if you're in business for a long time and you've just been growing organically, you'll see a lot less spend in marketing, where if you're a brand new business that starts up this year and you want to grow by a large percent every year, you're going to have to invest more. So I think that question also depends on, we were a brand new business. No one heard about us. And now we're fairly well known in our area.
Right. How fast do you want to scale and expand? And do you have a real plan to do it?
Yeah, that's huge, because you could go dump money and have no plan on everything else and fail greatly, or you could, you could have a plan and grow very quickly. And you may be able to grow with less marketing if you're better. One thing I've seen as well, the better you are at sales, the lower it's going to make your marketing spend. The worse you are at conversion on the sales side, the higher your marketing spend is going to have to be to grow. Your average ticket, your install, how successful you are at putting that in. So all of that.
Question here, are ads algorithm based on what customers are searching for?
So there's rumors that people hear you talk and Facebook sees your brain think, and when you think something, they target you. And so when you're looking at the digital platforms, for example, Facebook and Instagram, Google is based on search. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, these platforms are based on interest, what you're interested in currently. And we do a lot with lookalike audiences. So if we're seeing people opt in that are interested in heating and air conditioning company, and we have audiences based off of those type of people, the algorithm is very, very smart, because it looks at they're able to get data from apps on everyone's phone to see what they're doing, what they're searching for, everything. So but also don't overcomplicate the targeting. When we're getting to the level that we're getting right now, I was just looking, we're reaching hundreds of thousands of people. If not, I think we might be reaching 1 million people every month, 4 or 5 times, to give you an idea. So we have, when you get to that level of scale, you can't be as picky with targeting. We're just trying to reach everyone at this point. But we need to reach people, and the people that show intent, we need to reach with a certain type of frequency for them to say yes. It takes, anywhere from 5 to 10 times of them seeing your company for them to book with you and schedule an appointment. And then when you go out there needs to be a sales process for you to convert that into a sale.
Guys, if you're watching, you are watching me interview with Lyle Horst of Systemized Media and of Topline Heating and Cooling, right?
Correct. Yeah, the teddy bear. Has anyone seen the
Yeah.
teddy bear?
Well, we're going to be attracting people from all over the country and the world with this, so they may not have seen it down there in Alabama, but it's a pretty impressive.
Pennsylvania, but
Oh shit! It is. It's Pennsylvania. That's right. I was visiting you with the Lancaster people, and then we went to Freedom after that, and I got it mixed up. My bad. So, like, I'm sitting here going, this rapid growth, right? You've done $30 million in sales approximately. You're tracking at about $18 million. How in the hell do you do that in 3 years from a growth perspective? What are your give us a secret on recruiting, because you got to be doing a great job recruiting, and I'm assuming that you're doing that with Facebook as well.
yeah, we are running employee testimonials. So one thing that we did from the beginning, and we had like 5 people, and we had them stand in front of one of our trucks, and we interviewed them, and we said, hey, what's the experience been working at Topline? What did you come from? Why did you come here? We asked them these different questions, and we took those and we cut them into a video, which is just employees talking about how amazing it is to work here, how we treat the customer right. One of the questions we would ask them is, what do you do to put a customer to make a customer smile? And they would talk about what they do to contribute, right? So that would all get cut into this video. And we took that video and we ran it in the area. We've attracted, we've put it on our website. We've attracted people because it looks like a fun place to work. It's growing fast. The people are happy. The people that work here are doing things to make customers smile. So, but that's also attracted customers because they see that the people that are here want to be here. Customers want someone to come in their home that's happy to be working where they're working and doing what they're doing. They don't want someone coming in their home who is grumpy and low energy and doesn't want to be there and is talking about how they can't wait till 5 p.m. when they get to go home.
Yeah, disgruntled employees. People don't realize that the internal customers are your employees, and they're more important a lot of times than the external customers. If you take care of those people inside your business, they're the ones that are out taking care of your customers. You better treat them right. So Lyle, if somebody wanted, first of all, are you taking on new customers for Systemized Media?
We are, yes.
What kind of client is typically the best client for you? Is there a limitation for the size of the company that comes to you?
So what I would recommend is they go on our website at systemizedmedia.com and just fill out a form to schedule a call. They can schedule a call with someone on my team, and we can do a full deep dive into their business and see if they're a good fit or not. And at a minimum, they'll get value out of the call, whether we move forward or not. Typically, we work well with companies that are already fast growing, companies that are already doing 2 to 3 million at least to start. We do work with some companies that are smaller. The key things that they need to have in place, they need to have someone in place that is booking leads. So we have processes to make booking leads easier, but they need someone that's dedicated to booking leads. And when it comes to booking leads from digital marketing, one thing that we've seen is people, and I've seen this in sales as well. So something that has been I think has helped our growth greatly. We will book leads on weekends and in evenings. So we'll book leads up till 10 p.m. at night, and we'll book them on Saturdays, Sundays, 7 days a week. Another thing, we run weekend appointments and we run Saturday appointments and we run evening appointments. A lot of customers, they want that 6 p.m. time slot because that's when both decision makers are going to be off work. So rather than them taking off work, we accommodate their time. So that's a huge game changer. But that's
a big nugget, y'all.
The best fit are people who already have that. They're already servicing the clients around the clock. They already have someone that's booking leads, and they already have someone that is sales focused to go out there and convert the leads. So what I would recommend is you get a salesperson and a CSR or someone to book leads at minimum before signing up with Systemized Media, or you're probably not the best fit at that point yet.
Or install Lead Ninja AI to answer those calls and make outbound appointments for you. How about that? Dude, any last thoughts like for the people out there? And then I've got one last question for you.
Last thoughts. I mean, don't overcomplicate it. It takes a lot of work. It takes execution. And you can think and think and think and think and think and game plan forever, or you can just go out there and make it happen and execute. I definitely recommend executing. Position your brand as a massive, successful company from day one. You want to position it that way to both your external customers and internal customers, and just focus on building the right culture, bringing the right people in it. It makes a big difference.
What's next for Systemized Media and Topline?
So we have a lot of growth plans with Topline, and we want to grow to $100 million evaluation, which we believe is we're capable of doing in the next couple years. We have, we want to have the best customer service, the best team, and just a really good culture. We're also we put a lot of focus into tracking our numbers and tracking our profit. So we track our profit on a daily basis, not a monthly basis. And we obviously track it monthly too, but we have daily reports in place that we can see exactly, what revenue we're bringing in, what expenses we have today, and what net profit we make today. So our goal is to just continue to grow profitably, but you got to know your numbers in order to be able to do that. So, and then Systemized Media, we have growth plans as well. We're continuing to grow. We're not trying to grow extremely fast at Systemized Media, but we're growing steadily, and a lot of it is just based off of referrals from clients in the industry.
If you guys want more information, go to systemizedmedia.com and fill out what is an application and to work with them, and they'll schedule a call with you and do a dive onto your business and see whether or not they can help you at this stage of the game. If not, I imagine you'll get some tips on how to become that type of company that you could help. Until then, go ahead and turn that iPhone around and just shoot some videos of whatever it is that you're experiencing out there in the field and give your clients some tips. Listen, just give and give and give. And then at the end, put your cell phone number down there. Just tell them to text you if they ever need any help. I mean, that's what we got from Lyle in the beginning. If you're small and you need to scale a little bit and start getting the phone to ring. Lyle, any other last words?
I think that's it.
Awesome, man. Thank you for coming on the podcast today. Hope you guys got a lot of value out of this. Systemizedmedia.com is where you want to go.
Thank you, Gene, for having me today. Appreciate it.
It's my pleasure, buddy. We'll talk to you later. See you guys.
Awesome. Later.